You can still play. But stupid. All right, I'm completely. All right, I'm off track. Put that back over here. Put that over here for a reason.
I'll let you night.
Yes.
Yes, actually, but.
All right, so I got thrown off because of the fact that people came downstairs and we have Zoo trying to give me excuses. So I am currently updating this extremely fast as I am joined by my cousin Retro to join me on the mic as I have been all alone all goddamn night.
I haven't been on the mic in like months, almost actually a year or longer.
I think it's definitely been over a year at least. I can't type. All right, here we go. This is Losers Finals. This is Best of 5 territory. We are finally up to date as we get into FD. I'm going to say it straight out. FD did not work whatsoever for G-XTREME last time. He also is sticking with the Pikachu, which also did not work whatsoever, just like last time. So let's see what happens here. But right now, it's looking, unfortunately, just like last time.
So Ling, I assume Ling and G-XTREME already fought. Did Ling put him into losers?
Oh yeah, no, it was a 2-0 in a handshake, pretty free. The thing is, we've seen this in the past. Pikachu struggles against Peach in terms of having a stage where Peach can kind of float away and stay away.
Yes.
And that's what we were seeing already here in the first game. Granted, he's got dot eyes, so he's keeping pressure up. You always keep pressure up at ledge. But after the lead is gone, Ling just kind of hides whenever he wants, and then he forces G-XTREME to whiff on shield, and he gets big damage like that.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Ling definitely knows the matchup. He has the experience. He plays against DM a lot when he goes out of state.
Sam and company.
And
like,
Sam and such, yes.
And he actually, even most recently too, Mr. L. So like.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But G-XTREME did get a couple upsets tonight. He got 6 a.m. win. He got like he performed well. But the thing is that Peach, just like we're seeing right now, Peach with the lead doesn't have to commit to Pikachu because you can just kind of float back. You don't have to hide and shield, which is what Pikachu makes people afraid of.
Yes, exactly. She has really safe normals on her like shield pressure. I mean, Pikachu can control the air. I just feel like Peach just controls it better.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like with Pikachu, like usually the air game is his, but because we have no platforms here,
yes,
it's just all neutral. It's all fundamentals. You have to come to me. Granted, both of them stack fundies in their favor, but even there, at this window, it's now dash attack or up throw, and you know what Peach does really well? Stay away from the ground,
yes,
so you don't get that up throw, so you're forced to dash attack.
Yeah, she has so many options for movement that she basically doesn't have to even respect to grab it sometimes.
Yeah, now we're seeing the back air too. Goes for the turn up, and that's a 3-stock and a handshake on that one. That is first game going in favor of Ling. Ling smiling about it. He's pretty happy about that.
Yeah, that was super dominant.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think FD is the pick. I don't think it ever will be the pick against this character. It sucks though because also Ling is really good at like triplats. So even going to Battlefield, which is normally like a pretty good stage for Pikachu, it's going to be kind of tough.
Yeah, and honestly, like, I'm very curious to see what the switch up is going to be because we haven't seen the Steve like really all night, and this thing's been driving me nuts, dude. I can't get this to properly position. All right, there we go. All right, that'll work. That'll work. But yeah, like we haven't seen the Steve really at all like today, right?
Yes.
So I'm curious to see if we see the Steve come out. He has a bit of trouble playing Steve long term, and this is basically him saying, I want to learn how to beat this matchup with Pikachu. But right now, it's mostly like, I think he needs a small stage, and this isn't it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the matchup. We watched Sam Sora versus Esam.
The 10-0, but
yeah, that was a while ago.
That was a good while ago before Sam Sora disappeared.
I forgot about that. Actually,
yeah, eternally. That's why I shake my hand. No.
I forgot about that.
But right now, like it's historically with like even Mutace against Esam and stuff too.
Yes, exactly.
Like,
actually, he hasn't beaten really any Peaches.
Yeah, like it's not very. Yeah, that's why you usually see him switch it up to like a Samus or something, but
or Min. I think.
Or now Min nowadays too. Yeah, another character that's pretty good at counter float game.
Steve could handle Peach though, is the thing. I don't know why he isn't at least trying it.
I think it's mostly he just probably doesn't feel comfortable today with the Steve since he hasn't touched it, and
True.
Also late game he does have that issue with having materials. He's not always he doesn't have materials on deck all the time, and once materials are gone, you bum rush Steve. You keep him from playing the game, and I think he probably doesn't feel good about that. Granted, I mean, here, at least, I did say PS2 was a mistake, but so far, at least it's an even game with a slight percent lead compared to what was happening every time he was on something like FD.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to slow it down with the Pika Jolts, trying to kind of just...
It's called Pika Jolts?
Pikachu.
This is Thunderjolts.
Thunderjolts.
Character's got such strong protagonist power. He just takes over moves.
He turned the move into him.
I can't wait to. I hope we get this these skins in Unite, because I know that they already leaked that the dress one is gonna be in there. So we better get this. Also, G-XTREME. Man, that just sucks. Like, you finally find yourself what was probably going to be a dash attack kill, and you still end up not getting kills. Ling DI was just on point.
Yeah, very true. Honestly, what options do you think that he has to punish, like...
Not get hit by Stitch, for one.
Well, very true. And the up tilt taking the stock.
That was another thing I was going to point out, too, from the previous set, is that G-XTREME is very aggro from ledge. He puts a lot of up airs, a lot of forwarders.
Ling just accidentally killed him.
And you know what? Sometimes you just let someone else play themselves. Like, really, the whole strategy is let someone get so confident that they just end up giving up stocks for you, and that, in my opinion, that's just top player moves right there.
Yeah, that's just the mind games real at work. He was like, you know what, I could 3-stock you, but what if I just SD and still win?
Yeah, now you just gotta trick Ling into doing that 2 more times. But right now, I think the big thing is, like, G-XTREME has been very, I'll say, not obvious, but not mixing it up enough on when he approaches. He doesn't. Right. He has a lot of the same linear options. So you have to get better on your mix-up game on approach, because every time you do single-hit options like that, Ling has got shield up, and every time you try to stall, Ling has read it with a roll. So, like, you have to almost wait for Ling to bite first,
yes,
which is hard to do because Ling is very good at defense, but you have to force Ling to either play your game or you just skip neutral entirely and just smother him the way that, like, Light does.
Yeah, there really is no other option. Light definitely doesn't even allow Ling to, like, float. Yeah. And I think Pikachu has some options that he can abuse to actually, like, do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just we're not seeing those options being thrown out.
You know why? Because you just saw where there was the one time G-XTREME had good stage position where Ling was in the corner. What did Ling do? Jump around back and forth to make it so every time he threw out a Thunderjolt, he tried to bait him into what looked like it was a free move, and then he just got on the platform and dipped. That's why this matchup has been so hard for him, including the other one, because Ling just plays defense. But at least in this one, though, the defense has been strong, but not as strong, and G-XTREME is actually keeping it even right now.
Yeah, no, he's definitely doing a much better job. He's choosing some safer moves to use. Unfortunate that was kind of like she's really floaty, so she couldn't get dragged down enough. But yeah, he's using a lot safer moves on Ling's shield, and definitely getting away with a lot more now.
I'm about to, like, shove some balloons underneath, like, Ike's cape so I can float away out of combos more often. It's just like what? Why is Ike getting away from Pikachu combos? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Why does his back look like Hunchback right now? Don't worry about it. All right, Foreigner is finally going to do it. G-XTREME looking at is pretty much his first stock lead of the night. Granted, a very short one at that if you do not get away from what could be a dash attack. But, I mean, it's Pikachu in the spot. This is where Pikachu shines, when you're forcing people to come at you.
Yeah, that's very true. He should play a little bit, not super defensive, but at least enough to try and bait Ling's options going in. Because even though Ling can be very safe on shield, he's not perfect. No one really is.
Yeah, I mean, right there, though, perfectly on the mark with that dash attack. Cycling through the turnips, looking for some type of RNGs. Now, alright, so he threw it away. Peach is one of those characters where if you see item in hand at ledge, let him go. Leave him alone. You take a lot of damage for it. If you get hit by the turnip from the jump from ledge, just let it rock.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. When she has item in hand, the thing is, too, is, like, he could take the item away from her, too, if he's playing a little bit more with that in mind.
Yeah.
Catching turnips and kind of... Oh, that's not good.
Wait. Okay, so, yeah, that was about to say, that could have almost been it. But
down throw.
Yeah, forces the Thunderjolt with the grab. 0% to 97. This is the first time we've seen G-XTREME really looking, like, pretty good with the lead here. Gets another grab. Not gonna
another forward air.
Yeah, there we go. What do we do about ledge? Do we go for a drag down there into down smash? That's my guess. Oh, we'll just go for a raw forward smash.
Honestly, you know what? I haven't seen enough from G-XTREME. Him using Thunder when Ling is floating really high up.
I think it's mostly because of how far away Peach floats away from the Thunder. It probably doesn't feel comfortable enough in the windows where it would work. Right now, though, that's a dot eyes.
That's not a... Okay.
All right, so at least force them to hold shield. I'll take 24% off of a down throw back air compared to whatever could have happened. But that is G-XTREME netting himself a W, putting himself back in the game. This is, I think, the first time since I've watched these two. Actually, well, maybe a couple weeks ago. I think G-XTREME had a set where it was Game 3 as well. Might have been the first or second week of the Towers Takeover. but I haven't seen him get a game like that since then. It's been a long time.
No, yeah, that was actually, he did really good there. He definitely brought it back, made sure that he was playing a lot safer on shield. He got the proper punishes, and he definitely kept himself healthy in his percent.
Yep.
That way he wasn't at like that kill percent where one fair could just take him out if he doesn't play safe.
Yeah, super, super important. As we get into the next game here, I'm going to quickly talk about a couple things as we wait, because I realize I haven't talked about ads all night. If you guys want to go to a big regional coming up, make sure you sign up for Alpha 4, which is on August 14th. That is at the Meta out in Long Island. It's got a $1,000 pop bonus, and that will be on a few weeks on a Saturday. And then also you got Collision 2022, which will be happening next year on March. That is the return of the National for the Tri-State region, and I can't wait to get back out to those. I'll be at Aeon on the 14th. So we get into game number 3 here. I think this is where, no, this is exactly where. This is where G-XTREME counter picked Ling last time. So let's see if it works here in the reset. I mean, granted, already looked way better in that second game.
Yeah, no, definitely. I liked the pick that he chose for doing PSO2 or PS2.
PSO2.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
So we're trying to play Unite today, trying to play some PSO2. We're just all about the gacha games tonight.
Okay, you can make that back.
I mean, Ling gacha. Right
Ling
there
gacha.
with that, on that roll read. All right, that's enough of that.
The double platform stages are definitely looking like they're working. It's so unfortunate that Umbrella can just kind of stuff out that second dare, so he can't really go for it. But he's playing really well here. I know that the percent, like he's got a higher percent than Ling right now, but he's doing much better than he was in the first game.
Yeah, I mean, in the first game, and also Winter's Side,
in the set, yeah.
like, he just couldn't get a lead on Ling, let alone fight post the first stock. This is where I'm curious to see if he makes the changes, because last game, he was able to keep up with Ling the whole time. Then, Ling never got to run away. So far, already looking good. He has consistently been getting him on neutral get-up grabs with that Thunder Jolt pressure at the ledge. So let's see if that continues to work, because Ling's going to figure out eventually.
He needs to be a little bit more careful on his neutral getup. That was a good punish on the side B. I don't know if Ling actually misspaced that or if he just spaced himself properly. But with the amount of time that like he has on ledge, he just continuously kind of clicks the neutral getup button and just kind of gets punished for it.
Yeah, and oh my goodness, that forward smash wouldn't have killed, but that would have put him in such a bad spot after that jump that he probably would have died to the follow-up Nair off stage anyways. But G-XTREME forced the air dodge out of there after taking that single hit of Parasol. You don't want to get put in a weird spot, but gets... Speaking of weird spot, man, dude, I think that's like the 4th or 5th Stitch, and then he's got a Saturn tonight, and he's had like 4 or 5 dot eyes, and right now he's got a whole clap on the entire face of G-XTREME. Like for G-XTREME, this is Losers Finals. That was really good, but at least G-XTREME's got another game to play with after this.
Honestly, I want to see more of that. He's playing very safe, trying to keep stage control, but with the amount of like mobility and off-stage pressure that Pikachu can kind of, have on characters, there's no reason why you shouldn't at least try to go out a little bit more.
I agree to a degree, because you do that, you can usually do that pretty easy against a lot of characters. Ling will float back a lot of times after he sees that you're doing it often, so now that he got him that one time, make it look like you'll maybe do that next time, figure out Ling's pattern, and then go off stage again. That way you can maybe snipe something, but luckily Ling was so confused like the rest of us that he landed directly in front of him with quick attack that he threw the turnip upward instead of right in front of him.
Yeah, no, he definitely was not spaced properly for grab. No, exactly. I agree. I think that it's not going to work every time, but at least throwing that into the gameplay is definitely a lot better than just kind of casually throwing the Thunder Jolts.
Yeah, because like you mix it up, you force people to kind of like respect you off stage in a very different way by comparison to, regardless of Peach having the float, she's gonna get out of there a lot of times, right? But you constantly make it known to them that your recovery isn't free.
Right.
So even if you're not necessarily winning, you figure out how to behave for future sets, because once you figure that out and you're beating a Peach who has a float off stage, that's really good.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's true. Getting rid of that flow is probably one of the most detrimental things you can do to Peach.
I love that emote so much. I think it's my favorite emote besides like the Machamp one. I got a couple good ones, but yeah, you're right. Also, I just realized what you said, Chopper. I'm sorry, I didn't notice that before. So, I would, because of the caps on the coins and stuff, I'd just get the cheap ones, because I got the high one before, and then I had the caps, so I ended up losing out on a bunch of coins. So, like, it's not worth. Just get the lower ones, and they count for the missions. So I definitely should do that. As we go into the game number 3 here, we're currently looking, 4, we're looking at a 2-1 game. Like I said before, luckily for G-XTREME, he has time to make some adjustments.
Yes.
And I think even though he lost that game,
yes.
we saw a couple small things, like you said, the offstage play. But particularly the thing is, Ling did not adjust yet around the neutral get-up Thunder Jolt grabs.
Right.
Those could net him a game, probably pushing him game 5 if Ling doesn't adjust, because that'll lead to a forward air KO.
Right, exactly. He's just gotta keep doing what he's doing. Really pay attention to what Ling is doing, especially like right here. He has no flow. He definitely should have went off, back aired, pushed him as far away from ledge as possible. Kind of let him get back for free.
Yeah, I think the only reason why he didn't go for forward air there is because since the change to the quote-unquote buff, people fall out of forward air actually more often now, even though it's supposed to make it connect better.
Oh.
So I think he probably didn't feel comfortable in that, and then you just give Peach free stage positioning. I do like that attempt at that back air, though. Does not get the jump with the quick attack, and that does let Ling get back on, who just like electric slided his way like back onto stage there.
Yeah,
it's like you already know, whenever like all of our aunts and everybody, all the white women get
yeah,
together during the
that's
electric
the first,
slide, they're just like
literally,
dancing all at the same time.
That's the literal first thing that popped in my head.
Old white ladies love the electric slide because it tells them exactly what to do. But right now, as we get into the next match here, continuing this match, I'm sorry, I literally can't get our family out of my head right now. But.
So I think the most impressive thing right now is his control over Battlefield against Ling has actually been really, really good.
Yeah.
This is one of Ling's best stages. It's the one he practices on. And him getting with that forward smash, just stealing that stock right there.
That was so good. Like, forward smashes are pretty much a big reason why G-XTREME is where he's gotten to tonight. He has called out people repeatedly for being aggressive and putting up forward smash, because that's not the safest option. You can get punished for that, especially from a Pichu floats right above it. But when you catch someone like Ling, and like you said, the Pikachu control on Battlefield, such a good stage, even with Ling being really good at this stage, that's super important right now.
Yes, no, exactly. This is one of Pikachu's better stages.
Yeah, Pikachu doesn't have a bad stage. Oh my god, Pikachu quite literally cooked right there.
He just got flubbed. He's good Thunder Jolts, trying to keeping him pretty much closed off onto the ledge. He's got Dot Eyes in hand, so and just kind of throws it away.
Yeah, that, sometimes like Dot Eyes nets you that decent damage, but I think Ling is like willing to just kind of put it out there for pressure, get shield down. Versus like Stitch, where he's gonna hold on to that the whole time to try and find something out of you.
You know what I want to see too? I know that Ling is teching all of these like options when he does hit the ground. I want to see G-XTREME run up and just throw out a jab and see what happens. That was an insane
God. All right. So sometimes it be like that. You just get caught by Parasol off the top. You gotta hold that. G-XTREME, however, is piloting the character known as Pikachu, so you can also find yourself something like that soon. Tried to find the forward smash there. Up smash still not doing it. Might have been the assistance of Battlefield, maybe.
Ooh, the up throw
should do it. There you go. Back down, only taking 1% on the last stock.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is just as close as it was in the game that he did win. He's showing a lot of, like, control over the match. Definitely just... When Ling swings, he's swinging right back.
I must say, we're seeing time and time again throughout every single tournament G-XTREME goes through, growth. This kid has been improving each time. It is not easy to say you were potentially going to Game 5 against LingLing around these parts. It is not a common feature outside of a few people. So the fact that G-XTREME is starting to get this adjusted, finds the grab, keeps this pressure up, puts the pressure on the platform, this is looking very good, and this is the first time we're seeing Ling pretty much being forced into shield.
I just want to talk about. I love that reset on the neutral air, just kind of setting himself on the platform. That was so dangerous. Like the dash attack, not safe, but doesn't get punished.
The coverage he had too, because if he rolled, he got hit by turn up, so he gets to follow up anyways. But if he jumps, he dies. So like. He was very confident to hold shield there. This is a forward smash away, which is exactly what he looked for right there. Trying to catch him, but Ling still drop through platform fair is probably going to be it. No, he goes for Tomahawk instead.
I definitely want to see if he gets a grab, I want to see him kind of not just go for down throw into forward air, but try and go for like a thunder confirm. That was so good. That was such a good lunge trump.
The trump is actually going to
stock.
do it too. G-XTREME gets himself to game number 5. What an incredible set this kid is playing right now. For just after what happened in Winners, I won't lie, I thought this was going to be a wash because he decided to play Pikachu. I definitely thought this was just done deal. But we are seeing incredible adjustments right now out of him over and over again.
Can I borrow a fork? The Chinese place didn't give me.
Now, of course. Okay. Do you know where they are?
I have no idea. No.
Okay. If you the cabinet next to the door when you come into the kitchen on the top cabinet, you'll see 2 boxes. The forks are right there.
Okay. Thank you.
This is the house. Remember, we're at the house. We have food and people who order all the time. As you can see in the background, everybody is vibing. Zoo is just trying to find himself on camera for some reason, even though right behind him, there is a whole ass stream setup. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. He's looking at what Chavo's showing him. Never mind. I'm sorry, Zoo, for throwing shots at you. All right, but caught him on the phone. Caught him! We got him!
You got me.
We got him!
You got me.
Is that the 21?
That was the what?
Is that the new phone?
No, this is iPhone. This is the S12 or the iPhone 12.
Yeah, I got.
Rich has the 21.
So do I. I just
got it
yesterday.
nice.
Because my phone was dying on me, I couldn't handle it anymore.
Oh yeah, that's true. And they've been, you know, that they were doing like almost $800 off the phone.
They gave me $500 for S10 Plus.
Yeah, you should have went last month. I should have told you about that. I forgot.
I wasn't thinking about it then. But now, here we go. We're thinking about game number 5 on Kalos here. And I would have went to you if I didn't need it in an emergency. But right now, we're going to game number 5 here on Kalos. This is an incredibly good stage for Ling when he wants to slow the game down and take his time. As we know, historically, he has very much been a fan of camping here when needed. However, this is, in my opinion, this is probably Pikachu's best stage because Pikachu has Thunder Jolt off the sides. Nerve loops are easy here, and Pikachu controls the platform so damn well. But the only thing that is the struggle for Pikachu here is killing because of the size of Blast Zone. So we'll see if that matters in the long run.
Yes, that's very true. It's a very open stage. The other thing that I don't think you mentioned was the fact that the Thunder Jolt will travel down the stage and catch people who are
I was only saying up. You're right. Yeah, so it goes up and down. Like when you're recovering, you throw it there, comes back up, and you get back on for free because you can either recover high with the quick attack or go to the platform. Excuse me, go sideways onto the ledge, and it makes things rough. But actually, G-XTREME is the one here to saying, I'll play time with you right now, too.
Yeah, he really doesn't have any reason to approach, especially if it's going to just get him, like, you know, added on percent. That's unfortunate that he didn't go through that. But, yeah, no, he's definitely playing a lot, like, really safe right now, trying to play for, like, the time a bit. We're already, like, at the 5-minute mark. He's definitely playing very passive, and there's the Mr. Saturn.
All right, so that's 2 Saturns on the night, like 4 or 5 Stitches. There was a hilarious volleyball game earlier between Ling and Koga with the Saturn, and I have to clip that and put it up on something later. But by Mr. Saturn, he just wanted to live, and unfortunately thrown straight to the garbage can.
You know what's crazy? He was at such a healthy percent, and then Saturn got pulled, and he got like 1 confirm off of it, and that's gonna be the stock.
Wow.
Catching him with the Thunder.
That was a really good call out with that Thunder. He hasn't really done that all set, like you were saying before. No throw to Thunders, but that time saving it for what is a position where he could just catch him off the platform. This is G-XTREME came close one time, and this is best of 5. But this is looking like G-XTREME has the potential to maybe get the upset here.
And he's playing so. Honestly, he's just calling out Ling's approaches. He's playing defensively. He's throwing out dash attacks in places where it's not safe. That Thunder was not good.
Yeah, that one was. Yep, that's the best way to call it. That one was just not good. You know, he had a really good one before, but sometimes you kind of, you know, what worked well, you try to do again, but out of position, you get hit by that back air. Now, Ling just trying to find an opening, but look at G-XTREME's defense. He's not getting opened up. This is crazy how good he has been at shutting down Ling's approach. Ling is like, this is... G-XTREME almost catches the 2-frame as well to forward smash. Honestly,
like, the pressure that he's putting on Shield, the Shield pokes, like... He's playing way more defensively. He just got a dot eyes.
Dude, that was like the 6th dot eyes on the night. Ling is summoning demons. Right now, he could sure use Diablo or some kind of angel, someone to help him and carry him above this pressure that G-XTREME is found.
Oh my god, the confirm.
I swear, I have the button ready just in case G-XTREME goes skybound on a pop-off. And if we can see Ling run it back. Ling has been in these positions before. It is Peach, and he has RNGesus on his side on occasion. He can find a KO. Right now, he's just getting juggled.
Yeah, no. Honestly, this stage probably couldn't have been better in any way, shape, or form. Oh my god, that was a really good recovery. The open stage above it, I think, is what's netting him all of this, like, this lead, the dash attack taking off the top.
At 145 as well, you know, usually I look at that window and like, okay, Peach ain't dying anytime soon because Pikachu struggles at higher percents. But now,
and the parry.
He gets the parry on. G-XTREME playing like he wants this really bad, but he got hit on his way fading out, so he's forced to recover.
It's okay, he could still make it back.
Yeah, he had to jump as well, so because of that wall jump afterwards with the Skull Bash, he's able to get by. Like, his... Reed's in second place.
That was so good.
Last stock losers finals, game number 5. G-XTREME trying to find himself the upset. LingLing trying to prevent the upset. Move his way back into the rematch with Light. This is crazy.
Yeah, no, both of them are just playing so slow right now. Just keeping on the pressure on each other, throwing out projectiles. No one's really committing to anything because when they commit, this stuff like this happens where now Ling is just can be put in an awful position.
Yeah, and you saw because Turnip was in hand,
G-XTREME
respected it. Now it's 2 minutes left on the clock. This, like, every bit of damage matters from this point forward because we could see this potentially go to time. There's been a few times where I thought maybe we might see it, but this one definitely looking like it could be that. However, G-XTREME putting it on, he realized he's in the corner. Just keep him buried there.
And as far as, like, yeah, the time it's running really low. Their percents, they're both pretty healthy. No one's at kill percent at this point. Honestly, Ling is probably going to ride out the time as much as possible.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to time out anybody in this game.
I don't blame him because this is Pikachu. This is Pikachu who could potentially just kill you off of one of those downers, get you with a couple loops. And you see G-XTREME trying to find it right there, trying to look for that nair. Finds the grab though, gets the forward air, takes the percent back even after all this damage that Ling has been putting on. There's that neutral get up coverage again. Gets him with the forward air. Ling goes.
The forward air again. He has no float.
The jump. He takes the thunder jolt. He's forced to take coverage at the ledge. He doesn't get the forward smash though, and Ling finding himself back in. Hold up, what might happen here? He misses the forward air. He misses the second attempt at the forward air. This is so close. Just barely missed the forward smash. This is 101 to 101.
And another Saturn.
It's literally separated by 0.3. Saturn is on deck. This could be a shield break if he accidentally holds it. Shield, but he gets the forward smash. Also, this could be a confirm as well into anything because the Saturn is right there. LingLing could find a dash attack into Saturn at any given point because he cannot hold shield.
Oh my god, he couldn't do anything there.
Oh my god,
picking up the item was so bad there.
G-XTREME ends up taking it 3-2 over LingLing in the upset of the night.